Yo, welcome to the Pat to the Draft, all things NFL Draft. Of course, I'm your host, Eric, also known as S.C Experience. And by me is my co-host, Coach Donte in the building. How are you doing today, Donte?
And I'm doing great, man. Let's go ahead and get these teams what they need, what offensive
Yes, sir.
linemen, defensive linemen. So we got the right panel, and we got
Yes,
the right
sir.
panel to represent that's gonna get these teams their needs and what they get them their needs.
Yes.
What if it's a quarterback, defensive end, wide receiver? We got them all covered.
Like you know, we usually do these on Mondays as mock draft Mondays, but this week we had to postpone it to Wednesday, of course, today, due to football being on Monday, Tuesday. And yeah, we have a wonderful panel. And let me introduce them one by one. Representing the Eagles. Of course, he's all things Philly. We got Robert, Philly Sports Talk.
What's
How are you
good?
doing
What's good,
today, man?
everybody?
Thank God we ain't gotta pick the Phillies. God damn.
Don't start, Dante.
Maybe
It's not the right sport to do that right now.
We got another Philadelphia Eagles fan, also my fellow Laker brother and man in big play. Play, how are you doing?
Dante.
He said,
What
"What up, y'all? How y'all doing?"
Dude, pretty good, dude, pretty good. And last but certainly not least at all, representing all things New York, especially the New York Giants. You know him as the OG. You also know him as Joe. How are you doing? Oh, what happened there? How
Yeah,
you doing today, Joe?
that works. I replaced Slay.
That's
I like
good.
that. Happy,
I got something to say.
man, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy
I
holidays.
see
Hope
you got
Happy
your-
everybody's
holidays to
happy.
you, Joe.
I see you got your two ladies back there.
Oh yeah, I'm always hanging out with my girls. You know, they got a smile on their face for a reason. Okay,
Yeah, I got
That's
something.
right.
That's
I'm
celebrating the
OG.
holiday season
Yes, sir.
with a smile on your face.
that's right.
So
And
I got
Dante,
some.
got
I got
some
a
words? Go ahead.
special thing to say. And shout out to Big Play Slay for hitting 1K subscribers, man. I know
Congrats,
that means
Slay.
a lot to him, man. That's like the Super Bowl. When you hit that 1K, that's like a Super Bowl victory to you. But man, you work hard. Just keep grinding, keep supporting people. Keep up the good work. Keep dropping off that fire Eagles Lakers content, even though Lakers ain't doing so well. But keep putting it out there, man.
Oh,
Keep
Corey.
grinding, bro. And I respect you. I respect you, and I told you that on your Twitter. So keep up the grind, and y'all show this man some respect, man. Big Play Slate just hit 1K. Congratulations, my boy.
Nice.
Slay. I still question your loyalty to the Lakers, but
Hey.
yeah, that's for another
Wow.
stream. That's for another stream. Hey, we got
Sorry,
some
y'all.
bots. Hold up. We got some bots. I gotta take them out of here. Hold up. 1 minute.
Yeah.
We're gonna get straight to it. Let me just say shout out to General Freddy. Thank you for leaving the like, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Owen Vanderis? And it's Key in the building. You already know she's in the building.
She's always in the
Hey.
building.
She's always in the building. Well, let's get straight into it, shall we, fellas? Let me add the screen here. Of course, we got a twist of events in the last week of football. Jacksonville Jaguars take that first pick this week. The week before, it was the Lions. You're good, Slay. I seen your thing. Yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars. They could go different routes. Certainly not a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is their future, no matter what. Of course, their needs is edge, old tackle, and safety. You know what? As the first pick, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go completely different. I'm gonna shake up this whole draft automatically already. And due to the Jacksonville game, the first pick, I'm gonna go with Kayvon Thibodeau. The reason being here is I started doing a little bit more tape on Thibodeau. I tried to get the pros and cons of Thibodeau's game. And what I've seen between Thibodeau and Hutchinson is that Thibodeau is a better run defender. He's an all-around more versatile defensive end. The only problem with Thibodeau is that he could only run that 4-3. He's preferred in the 4-3 defensive scheme, but he could also play the hybrid role, the offensive linebacker role, which Hutchinson cannot. So that's why I got Thibodeau going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think him and Josh Allen would be a elite force in Jacksonville. Bump up that defense. Yeah, Lions pick. Dante, go ahead.
All right. In a minute, I'm finna If someone can send Nate a link on his Twitter, send him a link, or I would do it.
Shit, I don't have him on Twitter.
I got you.
Yo, send him a link. Send him the link for me, Slay. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna go with Aiden Hutchinson going with to the Detroit Lions. If Thibodeau is off the board, that's the second best, probably the second best or first best player in the draft. To give the Lions a little bit more pass rush. So you got Thibodeau and you got Aiden Hutchinson off the board. This guy is a beast. He's a dog. He looked like he can come in the NFL and perform right away in the NFL. He's also a pretty good run block, good in the run, but he's good. His specialty, that man got some moves coming off that line, coming off that edge, and Aiden Hutchinson will be a good fit for the Lions defensive line.
Yeah, so the first picks off the board is Thibodeau and Hutchinson. I want to take it on to our fellow special guest here. How do you guys feel about this pick? I'm going to start off with Joe on this one. How do you feel about those two picks in the first two?
I mean, I don't know about that because I think the Jags might go with Neal. Because Trevor Lawrence getting knocked around pretty good. They've got to have that left tackle, and we all know how important, especially as a Giants fan, that left tackle is.
Yeah.
When before Thomas went out, Daniel Jones was a 90 or better quarterback rating and was looking pretty decent at the time. Then he got hurt. We put Pert in at left tackle and struggled, and his rating dropped. And of course, it's been a fiasco with my team, but I'm looking at them to do that. Detroit, I'll tell you what, man, these quarterbacks are going to get hyped. I watched the coach there. He does not like what he sees from Goff. I mean, I've seen him stand on the sideline. I'm looking at Detroit to possibly take a quarterback to sit behind Goff for a year to learn, develop, like what they did with Mahomes. He sat there for a year and let Goff go out there, take the bumps and bruises. I believe Detroit has another pick. So if Detroit picks a lineman up later in those rounds to solidify that old line a little bit better, I mean, they got Sewell, they got some stuff, but they still need, that other lineman, in my opinion. And then they can look at defense with the rest of their picks and maybe get that. But that to me is the road that I could see Dan Campbell going. He wants his quarterback because he did not want Stafford. He didn't want, because he traded him, and I don't believe he wants Goff.
Okay, that's a good take. I mean, they could go that route, man. I could see them going that route. Before I go on to Robert's take on the first two picks, I'm gonna go with, we have another special guest. You seen him last week. You seen him doing the picks for the Giants last week. It's Nate. How you doing, Nate?
Oh, this is really depressing. This is really depressing. In the 50s. This is really depressing.
Well, I'm probably gonna when Joe picks for the Giants this week, I want to see what Joe goes with his Giants, and then I'm gonna compare it to your picks from last week. I'm gonna try to get a screenshot of that real quick. But Robert, how do you feel about the first two picks being Hutchinson and Thibodeau? Would you go another route?
I think Thibodeau going to Jacksonville, I think that's going to be a good fit but then again, I could also say, look, I like Thibodeau going to Jacksonville. I think they're going to use an edge rusher, but in reality, they really need a left tackle because if we've seen it for some of these other teams, like once that left tackle goes down, your quarterback is pretty much screwed. No matter what backup you have, it's screwed. And despite how abysmal that franchise is, I mean, despite having a lot of needs, I think left tackle should be the first thing they need to address. But if they need an extra edge rusher, I think Kayvon Thibodeau could be the guy. And same with Aiden Hutchinson. I think going with the way the Detroit has going on, I kind of do feel like where he could be on an automatic impact. Plus, I wouldn't be surprised, like Joel said. I wouldn't be surprised they take a quarterback probably in the second or third round and obviously Goff is really not proven anything because Goff is really not that good of a quarterback anyways to watch. I think Dan Campbell has done a decent job in Detroit despite what the record says. Overall, I think they need I think Hutchinson is going to be a great fit for them. And I think they also going to need a quarterback. Because Goff ain't it for them. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Big Play Slay. Slay, you there?
I think he said he was multitasking.
Okay, wait till he comes back. Nate, how do you feel about those first two picks being Hutchinson, Thibodeau? Would you go another route?
I would switch the picks around. I just think Hutchinson's better, to be honest. Thibodeau's still a monster. Both of these guys are monsters. It's just Hutchinson, in my opinion, is better because he's a franchise guy. If you on any defense, he'll make your defense 10 times better with him just on the field. So
I feel it. Well, it's the Texans, of course. Donte, I'll let you go back to back on this one. What up, Damien?
So it's a variety of scenarios that can go right here. It depends on what the Texans do in the offseason. If they get a backup quarterback to be in there with Davis Mills, Tyrod Taylor won't be a Houston Texan next year. He's on a 1-year rental. So it depends. If the Texans get a quarterback in the free agency, I expect the quarterback situation to be out. I expect it to be out of the scenario. It depends on how high Pickett is going to be, how high Pickett is in the draft and stuff like that. So therefore, just because I don't know that, and the Texans, you got Davis Mills right now. As the season ends, Davis Mills will be the only quarterback in that Houston Texan room because I'm assuming Tyrod Taylor is going to leave because he got benched for Davis Mills, which is I don't mind because we're dumpster fire any goddamn weight. So I'm going to go with the next best available player on the board. I think the Texans will get a quarterback in the later rounds, but if it's the second or third round, I'm going to go with Hamilton, the safety, because Justin Reed is also a free agency, and I believe he's going to leave after this year. So I'm going to go with Hamilton for Boston College.
Okay. So now we go out to the New York Jets. This is a tricky one for the New York Jets, right?
I guess they're going to need a lot.
I think the New York Jets need the whole draft, every single draft pick in the goddamn first round. The way they be playing the past few years. Of course, here, according to Draft Network, of course, their needs are edge, O-tack.
And one more thing, my bad.
Yeah, I think Slay's back.
I want to say one more thing before the Jets go, for someone go.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Texans getting a quarterback. I can see them really getting Pickett or a quarterback, but I just don't believe they will get Pickett. I'm on the board. If they think they can develop Pickett and they feel high about him, let's grab him. That's why I feel. But I feel confident about Hamilton. I think he's the third best player that's going to be available.
Yeah, for the New York Jets. So hard with the New York Jets,
man.
You got the Jets got Joe Douglas running that front office.
Yeah,
I mean, so that's.
Well, the Jets. If I was the Jets, I'd take Stingley because look at the wide receivers you're going up against in that division. Yeah, Miami, you got Waddle. Buffalo, you got Diggs. New England's always got good guys. The secondary would be the first place and lock that up for like 4 or 5 years. You know, let that kid go out there and get his bumps and bruises. It's probably going to take him a little bit. You're not going anywhere. So, help that secondary out.
I agree with you too. I agree with you too. That I think Derek Singletary is arguably, or not even arguably, he is the best quarterback in this draft.
Stingley, not Singletary.
Oh, sorry. I keep thinking of Singletary. I'm sorry. I got the Buffalo Bills in my mind ever since I lost that bet. I'm sorry. But I think I'll go cornerback too, especially with I don't know why they didn't bring back Brian Poole. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I know injuries are a concern with Brian Poole, but he was arguably one of the best slot corners in the league the year before. So I agree. LSU cornerback going to the New York Jets, and of course, Joe, you got your back-to-back picks, man. I'll let you know what Nate picked after, but I'm gonna let you go for back-to-back picks. Go ahead.
I remember what Nate picked. We discussed that one. So, look, I've been banging the table for these two picks the whole season. Now, here's the dilemma I have. What offers would I get right now? Mm-hmm. Okay, because let's say Detroit does take a quarterback. Let's say the Texans take a quarterback. There's 10 teams that are going to be reaching for a quarterback. When those quarterbacks start going off the board, teams panic. They reach. They make phone calls. They trade. Let's say Pittsburgh's making a call, but yet Atlanta wants to jump up there too. All right. So it's all going to depend on the offers that the Giants receive. I'm not going to be mad if they traded both of these picks down. Like one pick maybe drops down to 7 and the other pick goes down to like 10, 11. I am not going to be upset at that at all. If that happens draft night and we get 2 more first rounders next year, because if we need to move up and get into the brace or a young category there for a quarterback next year, then we've got the ammo to move up into the first position to get our quarterback if Daniel Jones doesn't fail. But if we hit no offers right now, I want Linderbaum.
Okay.
With this pick. Yep. And then with this next one, I want Ekwonu, the interior offensive lineman.
Where is he?
No,
he's a tackle. He's like
Oh, he's a tackle.
He's a tackle, but I think he would be interior, but might be able to,
North
rotate.
Carolina State, right?
Yeah, NC State. I think he could. I think he can rotate in and outside a tackle, but preferably, let him learn guard. I think that would be monster, because right tackle's harder to learn than it is interior. Having 2 interior rookies starting is a little easier. And I think the Giants are going to go out and get a experienced right tackle for a couple of years, let them develop, see what we have with Wilson, see what we have with Pert, see what we have with Lemieux. We've got some depth there, but we're not sure exactly how they're going to work. And if we go out and get that experienced right tackle, then we've got at least some depth with players. Maybe even bring in another guy and let everybody just battle out that position. The only one we have right now is Thomas. But as far as Joe Judge, you saw a glimpse of it last week, wants to run the football.
Yeah.
All right. And you need 2 guys on the inside that can hold the pocket, push people, move people around, stay on their blocks, pick up a stunt. High IQ football players, those 2 are. They both have the ability to not get, pushed backwards into the quarterback. Let the quarterback, if he wants to throw, have a pocket. We're seeing right now Billy Price and Sakura, they're just getting blown up, and guys are getting in the backfield, and we have no chance to do anything. So I'm a big proponent of solidifying the interior of this offensive line, especially if Hutchinson's gone. If Hutchinson was on the board, I probably would have grabbed him and Linderbaum.
Yep.
Yeah. I like those picks because I think in the NFL, one of the most important positions are both sides of the ball on the D line and O line, both lines. That's where you win the battle in the trenches. I see that you're protecting Daniel Jones. And let me ask you this question. Let's just say they go offensive line just the way you have it there. And let's just say next year Daniel Jones doesn't pan out. What would you do going forward then?
Well, that's why I said I'd like to trade one of those at least.
Okay.
And that way get another first-round pick next year, acquire ammunition to move up there to get into that competition. I don't want to have to give up a first next year, the following year, and the following year, because that's what it's going to take is at least 3 firsts to go up there. And then it all depends on if the Giants, we win 8-9 games because we solidified the offense and we're running the football, then we're going to be picking in the 10 to 15 range. And it's going to take even more to move up there. So don't be surprised if we don't trade one, if not both of those picks with Hutchinson and Thibodeau. And let's say Neal's gone. Let's say, if Neal's gone with the Jaguars and then the Lions do go Hutchinson, and let's say the Texans go with Thibodeau or the Jets pick Thibodeau. Because maybe the Texans would take Stingley too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now it's going to change. We haven't seen the Underwear Olympics. These reporters haven't had a chance to hype these quarterbacks up. And it happens every year. Every year, these quarterbacks get talked and talked and talked and talked. He's got the arm. He can make the throw. Look at his footwork, yada, yada. And these bowl games, these guys are going to everybody's going to go up and down and switch. Let's say Hutchinson goes and plays against Cincinnati and bombs out, man. His draft stock's going to drop.
I mean, I 1000% agree with Joe. Nothing for the Texans is ruled out. We need every fucking thing right about now.
Right.
So no quarterback is ruled out. The Texans could get one. But the Texans could get one. They could get a cornerback. The Texans need every darn thing right now. But it's a question in the comments that I want to go up right here with Damian. If the Texans don't get a quarterback within free agency and you're saying wait the next year you got Davis Mills in your room, what do you do? What do you tell me, Damian? What do you do? Do you look in the draft, or are you gonna go start the season with Davis Mills as your only quarterback in the back in the locker room? Right now, you got this season end today, you got Davis Mills, the only one in that locker room. Tyrod Taylor, I know he's going to be gone. If the Texans don't get a quarterback in free agency on a one-year deal or a Mariota or something like that, you have to go to the draft to get a quarterback. You have to get a draft. You have to gamble in at that point of time. So you want to put that question out there. Yeah. You ain't got room to wait. The Texans can go anywhere. If it's a quarterback, hey, I'll be all for it. We need every damn thing right about now. So that's all I'm putting out there.
This is why this draft excites me. I think this is gonna be one of those drafts that we don't know who's gonna go where.
Yep.
We could make all these predictions, and it's like it could go a whole different route.
And not to mention too, this is a weak quarterback class too. Like, I mean, it's mostly like you got bets, edge rushers, corners, tackles. Like that's just kind of like tackle, almost offensive line heavy in this year.
Yeah.
Well, Sleeping Angels, you might not have a first round this year, but you know what? After watching Fields lately, he's the first Ohio State quarterback I've ever seen drafted that actually has the potential to be that guy for Chicago. You're just going to have to build a line a little bit and get a different coach in there. But you might just have the quarterback of your future for the next 10, 15 years, which is a good thing to know.
Yeah, I want to touch on what Key in the building said. Some teams are going to be calling for the Eagles, possibly 3 first-round picks. The thing is, with the NFC East is taking over this draft in the beginning of the first round.
Yeah.
As you see right there ahead of you, you just had Giants pick back-to-back, and then you got the Eagles, Washington, right there at 10 and 11 right now, as of right now. You could see, I think, 2 main teams that could easily trade in the draft, and I think there will be trades in the draft for sure this year, is the Giants, the Eagles, and you could possibly throw the Jacksonville Jaguars, because I think you could get an easy offensive tackle in probably the 6th, the 7th, 8th. You don't know what these teams like the Steelers, because the Steelers are a perfect opportunity to grab a quarterback. I know the draft class isn't high, but if they're high on Kenny Pickett, because Kenny Pickett, his draft stock has been elevating
through the roof
each and every single week. Kenny Pickett could arguably be the first pick as a quarterback.
That kid from the Huskies is moving up too ever since he declared. They're saying he might have the most talent out of everybody, the highest ceiling.
What's his name? Because I need to
make sure. I can't remember.
CJ Stroud.
Stroud?
Is it Stroud?
Yep.
He might be going up there, because before this switched around, when the Texans had the number 2 pick, there were rumors about that the Giants were talking to the Texans about trading to get Hutchinson at that number 2 pick.
Yeah, that's the thing. These bowl games are going to be really key.
Yes.
These bowl games are going to be really key. And
these bowl games, just like the NCAA basketball tournament, it means a lot to these players because it boosts up their draft stock. And don't forget, don't rule out what you call it? It's like a scrimmage, but it shows a lot.
Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl.
Senior Bowl means a lot as well.
That's like the most important
bowl
thing.
Games means a lot. The combine and your pro day.
Yes.
All of that is going to mean a lot to how you.
And your first combine is really important. Your first one when you get out of call, it's the best. It's the important one because that's where teams can actually go to the facility and see what you really got.
Yeah, personally though, I think the Jaguars with that, if they get that first pick, I think they trade it because you can still get an offensive lineman in the second round, and I don't think they're gonna take Thibodeau with that first pick or Hutchinson.
I think they'll trade it too, but I had to pick here because we're not doing trades just yet. But if there was trades involved, I would have traded that Jaguars pick and seen what kind of offers are out there. Because I think for Jaguars, I mean, this whole, like I keep saying, the interior O-line and the offensive tackle and the offensive guard, everything to do with the O-line in this draft is so amazing. There's so many players out there you could draft, even in the later rounds in the second, third. So teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars, teams like the Giants, you could see them easily.
Texans, you could probably throw it in the bag too.
Players. Yeah,
anything is open. Basically, anything is open.
Like any team that is absolute dumpster fire, you can't rule anything out.
That's why I'm not disagreeing with nobody. That's why I don't argue.
I can actually see.
That's why I'm not. It's all fun. It's all fun, and stuff like that. But the way we look right now, we need everything. So I'm not ruling out the quarterback. I'm not ruling out offensive lineman. Not ruling out a safety. That's why I agree with everybody on this panel.
Because you can see a quarterback going right here real easily too. Here's another team.
Yeah, Carolina is also in need of a quarterback.
Yeah,
because
And Carolina, I think they will go quarterback if it goes this way.
Like I said, you wait till these guys get talked up. You're gonna see movement at the top.
Newton's not working out. Sam Darnold is not showing well. So I mean, they have no other option.
Yeah,
but I think, to be honest, when we get to Atlanta, I think that's the one that's going to take.
I already think that's already a given.
That's the one that's going to actually shot and take a quarterback.
I see him. I see Malik Willis going there. I really do.
Yeah,
I see him going there.
For the Carolina Panthers, I think they'll go quarterback, man. I really think they might be high on Kenny Pickett. Let me tell you why.
I do too.
Kenny Pickett from 2020 to 2021, you see those 2 seasons. You put them side by side on Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's accuracy wasn't the best in 2020. When he hit 2021, he took a major step. And not only that, he's a goddamn gunslinger. Let me tell you that. And he's mobile. We all seen his little trick play with the pretend slide. Oh my!
That got outlawed real quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
They had to ban his own play.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
All right. You look at the Panthers. Name me one offensive lineman they have. And they have Evan Neal on the board. Who the hell is not going to take him?
Bro, you know what? Here's the deal. You know, all the Giants guys are complaining that Joe Judge did not draft Daniel Jones. Joe Judge might want to get his quarterback in this draft. You're not going to go into your final year without your guy on the team or out on the field. Okay, Matt Rule.
Oh God!
First of all, you said quarterback is not the problem. You tell me 7 to 11 is that not the problem of Sam Darnold as well?
I mean, the same thing that the Giants are complaining about.
The thing is with Carolina, I think Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold, and I'm a USC guy. I'm a big USC
with that.
Everybody knows that.
I'm say that, but you can't just validate yourself by not saying he doesn't have offensive line, which he does.
I definitely agree with you, Sly, on that. But you can't tell me 7 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. That's not decision making as well. That's on him.
Right.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
I mean, Carolina could be another team. I agree with you. I
definitely agree with you.
Carolina could be.
But this is a deep O-line depth draft, so they're probably gonna go O-line in the second. But you got to get your guy and let him sit for a year. Darnold, you got under contract. I think if you cut him next year, you're taking a big cap hit. But the following year, you can get rid of him. Let him go out and get killed.
How had Cam Newton looked right now? Horrible.
His return is just absolute trash.
Some of decision making too, bro.
Jake Fromm is better than
Darnold. Yeah, we got him too.
Hey, yo, I just like with your idea though. Like, how do they not go Neal there? If you guys are,
it's the reach of the quarterback. You see teams do it every year. I'm sorry, Chicago fans, but they went one spot because they were afraid of losing Mitch Trubisky. Nobody in their right mind had him on the draft board, but the Jets gave up 3 second-round picks to go up and get Mitch Trubisky.
And they hyped that guy up so much.
All right, the Cleveland Browns, they took Tim Couch first overall one time. He probably should have went in the 3rd round.
Yeah, most teams are pretty much kicking themselves for not picking Patrick Mahomes, who was probably the biggest name in that draft class.
And that's why they reach even more now is because of, Lamar Jackson taking it 32, Mahomes. Let's look at Deshaun Watson. These guys are phenomenal players. Josh Allen, hell.
Yeah.
Everyone's now they're like, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on this guy. So they reach.
And with Kenny Pickett, the reason why I have him as the number 1 quarterback right now, I'm not going to say further on in the combine. Maybe it could be somebody like Matt Corral or the guy from Nebraska or the guy from
Willis could also may take that spot.
The thing is with Kenny Pickett is we've seen how from 2020 to 2021 he improved a lot. I think from 2021 to 2022 into the NFL he can improve a lot more with pro coaching from the NFL coaching. He could be even better. Who knows what Carolina's going to do? I get what Slay's saying with the offensive
I do too.
line. And honestly, as for me, I would go Kenny Pickett here just because Sam Darnold, I'm a big USC guy. He came from USC. USC is known for not really good quarterbacks. We could go down the list of how many bad quarterbacks came from SC.
Max Brown.
So,
Matt Liner.
And I think past the 9th pick, I mean, let's just say we go offensive line the way Slay says right now. I think Kenny Pickett will arguably go to the Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
I can see that. I think Yeah, I can really see that. I think Atlanta should go quarterback because Matt Ryan is nothing. Is pretty much at the end of his rope.
And here's the thing: that Carolina has a chance to get a quarterback and not give up the farm to go get him.
Yeah,
and let him develop. So when you have that opportunity, because Matt Rule's there for what, 8 years, 7-year contract, whatever it is he going to be there that long? I don't know. But right now, in the beginning of his tenure, you go get your guy that you think that can make your team over the top or make him competitive and let him learn your system. You get him now, and that's just what teams do. Hey, look, I ain't got to give up no draft capital. I can get this guy. Hell, throw him on my team.
I get what you're saying.
And you know what? I have to take it, man. Kenny Pickett's
right.
Carolina Panthers. I just have to. It's just the thing is with Pickett is he became more mobile, and we've seen it, and that's key in the NFL, especially. And he reminds me of a little Joe Burrow.
I think he has
a little bit like Joe Burrow. Like the reason being, he's big bodied, he's mobile, and he slings it, and he's not afraid. I don't think he's a Derek Carr. I don't think he's a Derek Carr. But I could see a little bit there. The New York Jets, of course, again.
It's tricky.
So of course they got a cornerback so far. They got edge rusher, offensive line, interior offensive line. Anybody want to take this one?
What, the Jets? Who's on the board? I'll do it.
Yeah, it's the Jets. It's the Jets. The pick 8.
They need a wide receiver too. I mean,
they do.
Let's see who's on the board here. What do they got?
Let me.
Just best player available.
Ooh, I like that right there, Loftus.
So
the Jets need more than they always pick defensive line and that sucks for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
I mean, would Jordan Davis be a bad draft pick right there for the Jets?
They have Brennan Williams. I don't.
Well, why I say that is, I mean, if you look at that, man, their left tackle hasn't even played since week 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, look, this Booth kid out of Clemson's getting a lot of hype too. Could they go back-to-back corners, and that might really stout up that
secondary.
That secondary.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? I mean, if I can get 2 of the best corners in this draft,
you're pretty much set on the secondary, and then you can follow everything else later in the draft. Like if they go like second, third round and develop them, your defense will be up there and be competitive.
Exactly, and then if we look back at the past history of the Jets when Sanchez was there, and what the hell was his name? Was the coach? Oh my God,
was it Rex Ryan or something like that?
Yeah, Rex Ryan. Yeah, Rex Ryan. What got them to them playoff games was that defense. If you got a defense that can shut down the secondary, oh my God, because Stingley and Booth Jr. Oh my God, you're looking at 2. How many teams have a number 1 corner on the team?
Not
many. It's not costing them anything for the next 5 years.
I just want to say this real quick to that, Joe. I don't disagree with you that they shouldn't take another corner, but would it be a Jets pick to go with 2 corners back to back when you have a guy like
Robert Saleh, who's a defensive guy? I believe Saleh might do that if he's got the 2 best corners, because Booth is rising up even more. He might even be higher than what he is right now. Now let's not forget Stingley did get injured. He's got a foot problem. So if you got Booth and him, let's say Stingley can't come back until the following year, at least you've got one of your corners that can go out there.
So would you go Booth here?
Go ahead.
Man, I'll tell you what, I kind of like that pick. I like Booth there.
Go with Booth.
I mean, they don't.
I feel Booth too, man, because like I've always had a height. I mean, he was always fun to watch at Clemson.
Yes.
I mean, he had. I was thinking to myself, man, this kid might be NFL ready. He's got a very high ceiling, and like you said, Stingley has that foot problem. I think Booth might be the premier corner that might surpass Stingley.
Right.
Yeah. But you still got 2 good corners to really lock up that secondary, and obviously something that's the Jets haven't had since when Rex Ryan and that defense was relevant.
Yeah. Coach Donte, what do you feel about the Jets, Coach Donte? How do you feel about the Jets? I want to hear what Coach Donte got to say about the Jets right here.
Well, the last time the Jets kept drafting defense, it's not going well for them. You go back to Dean Millender, you go back to them. You go back to the multiple cornerbacks that they draft has not kind of worked out for them. But I can see Robert Saleh being a defensive coach. I can see those Booth, and I can see Stingley working out for them because they do need cornerback help, but also they need receiver help too because Corey Davis can't stay on the field as well. So I want to look at the wide receiver group. Let me look at the wide receiver.
Yeah,
group.
but you got Ojuda, and you got
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore is kind of hurt too, though. But
right.
And Denzel Mims hasn't really panned. It's not panning out for them.
Yeah, but the Jets also have Bryce Hall at the cornerback position.
Yep.
So that would be their number 2 if they draft Stingley.
So I will for the Jets. I will give them actually Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, but don't you think you could move that guy into the slot, Slay, and then you could really have a true backfield that can cover just about anybody? The mismatches would be a lot harder to do. If you move that guy that they got now into the slot, might be a little easier for him, and he might be like all pro.
Yeah. So
you know what? Yeah, I can get behind that.
Honestly, I can see it.
That's what I mean, guys. I know you don't take corner, but for the Jets, for some ungodly reason, the fan base would probably get amped up like there's no tomorrow if they really did this.
They've been really good with their secondary. I mean, they've been a dumpster fire, but you see players like Brian Poole and Marcus May and, you know,
Elijah Riley.
They've been always a more even though the Jets have been horrible all around, they've been better on the defensive side of the ball than anything else.
Right, because then, I mean, they can go with that running back or tight end in the second round or wide receiver, which I think they need more of a tight end or a running back in the second than they do a wide receiver now. Because they got to have that outlet guy that can catch, block.
Yeah. I just want to do some news real quick. Lamar Jackson didn't practice once again. He has an ankle injury. Austin Eckler is on COVID protocols now, or safety protocols. I'm gonna call it safety protocols because I don't want YouTube. You know how they are with that. And Jalen Goutan for the Chargers as well entered protocols, and for the Las Vegas Raiders, we have Brandon Faison, our second corner right now, into protocols. So there's a lot of people going into protocols. Just wanted to throw that out.
Oh yeah, don't forget Jonathan Abraham's also out for the year as well.
Abrams out for the year. It hurts.
Yep. And
with the Jets, I'm so torn half and half. I see Joel's point and I see Dante's point. The thing is with the wide receivers, it's the same thing as the quarterbacks. Which teams have certain players higher than others? Because this wide receiver core, I'll tell you, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and even 9.
Yeah.
You can see Michi be above players like Dotson, London, Burks.
Michi got hurt.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Well, he's at Alabama, right? Isn't he the one that tore up his knee?
He's your number 1.
Oh shit, that is true.
Yeah. He's probably going to drop into the 5th or 6th. The Jets might grab him there.
That's a steal, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate for Drake London, but that's just me being biased, of course.
Jahan Dotson is the best receiver in this draft. I'm gonna argue with anyone, bro. No,
but wait, did they? Okay, hold up. I'm having technical difficulties. Give me one moment. Let me fix this. Give me one moment.
There's just so many ways, and it's just such a Jets move. I'm sorry, it is.
I mean, you suppose you got a defensive-minded head coach. I mean, wouldn't be surprised,
right?
And then you put one guy in the slot, and then have Stingley and Booth as their corners. I mean, that's a pretty good secondary all on its own. And then dig into the later rounds, so you get like defensive tackles, all this stuff, like
right.
Might be steals of the draft, like. We've seen that in years past, like some of these later picks. I mean, let's throw it in Jordan Mailata.
Right.
Yeah. My only thing with that, or you want to go, Joe?
Well, what I was gonna say is, it's I forgot. Oh, because I've been agreeing so freaking much here. I had a really good point I wanted to get at, but I don't remember. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, I think for majority reasons right now, overall, a lot of people here would pick Boots. So I'm just pick Boots for here so we can move on along. You know, I don't want to take a little bit too long.
Right. Yeah,
the
we've
Falcons,
45 minutes and we're only into pick 9.
Yeah. We're gonna move it along a little pretty quick. Falcons, Donte, I'm gonna let you go here. What you think the Falcons? I think we all agree with quarterback, but Donte, what you feel about
I think Willis.
I think quarterback, maybe Kenny Pickett, or maybe you get Matt Corral or one of those, or Malik Willis, whichever one they value. But I'm gonna go with Kenny Pickett though. I'm gonna go quarterback.
Oh, Pickett's already picked.
Yeah, Pickett's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Malik Willis right here at this pick for the Falcons.
Yeah, I like that because he's gonna be able to sit a year or two behind Matty Ice and really learn.
Mm-hmm.
He has the ability. He needs to develop and grow. He's gonna have to sit a year and a half.
Yeah.
Safe
with Washington.
They're gonna need a whole new team.
Their needs are safety, quarterback, interior O-line, and offensive tackle. I know a lot of people are sold on Heineke. I'm one of those advocates against Heineke. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he is gonna be the quarterback next year. I believe so, regardless of what I think about him. As in safety, I don't think they'll go safety because the only ones left on the board as of right now is Jaquan Brisker, which I could see go later in the first, and Daxton Hill's like a beginning second, late first.
He's moving up though. He's rising in the draft. Daxton Hill is making a big push up.
I think they'll help Heineke.
You guys aren't, we got Riverboat Ron here. He's the gambler. I'll tell you what, he might take that quarterback from the Huskies.
Carson Strong.
He might go with Carson Strong. I'm dead serious.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Hey, but my only thing with that, Joe, is how
man, you got a thing against everything I do. Oh my God, you're a 13 little kid.
I just can't see that happening. Like, I get that they need a quarterback for the future, but what offensive line do they have to protect for him?
Oh my goodness.
Like a tall, old school type of quarterback. That just swings in the pocket and hangs in the pocket.
You know what? I got a thing with what you just said right there. I don't like your hat, damn it.
You know what? In my opinion, I think I have to agree with Slay here. I think they go O-line for Washington. I think just because of Taylor Heineke being the quarterback, helping him out, helping Antonio Gibson, helping Terry McLaurin get open. I think that's the reason. And especially when you have Evan Neal there.
Take him.
You have to. You just have to. As far as Joe's take, I agree there too because I'm not sold on Taylor Heineke. I'll tell you that much. And having a quarterback which quarterback did you say again? You said from
Carson Strong.
Carson Strong behind Taylor Heineke for at least a year.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't care. Shoot, take him, please. That will help us. I'll be happy if they take a quarterback.
I think they could go quarterback, but I think for this sake, I might have to go Evan Neal just because he's there, Joe. I think just for this time.
It's your draft, my guy.
You know, things could easily change.
I'm not exactly.
Yeah,
this is going to be completely different after the combine. It's going to be completely different.
Yes, Karlaftis is on the board.
Now look at what we got on the board. I can't wait for Joe to disagree with Slay on this one.
Oh yeah. Come on, Slay.
I'm gonna let Slay go with pick 11, and then Robert, you could go with pick 12 on this one.
Yes, sir, Robert.
Slay, what do you feel, Slay? What do you feel? What do you feel the Eagles go with pick 11, Slay?
Yes, sir, Robert. We make a better duo than Howie Roseman in that organization. But 11, I think we go with George Karlaftis if he's on the board. I just think we need edge more than the other positions that we need. Linebacker, that's one position, but edge. You got George Karlaftis right there. You have to take him. And he fills everything that you want in a defensive edge.
Mm-hmm. Anybody disagree with this pick, Joe?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to really disagree with this because if you look at their needs, I want you to highlight what the fourth need is on that line. There you go. There you go.
He's so
I'm
mad.
gone. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what quarterback.
What quarterback?
Hey, you know what?
Hey, Matt Corral to the Eagles.
Corral's right there, bro. Take him.
Dude, there's, look, Howie Roseman went and scouted Pickett, week 2 or 3 of college football?
Like this, like at the quarterback, bro.
But am I right or wrong that Roseman went and scouted Pickett and told the scouts to stay at home? Okay. Mm-hmm. There's rumors in the upper echelon between ownership and coaching staff as to whether Hurts could be the guy to lead the team. There's controversy. I'm just telling you what I see on the outside. This isn't Eagles hate. I'm just having fun with Slay. You can.
No, you're not wrong. I definitely see it happen.
So look, I mean, Karlaftis here for the Eagles would be a great pick. I'm not gonna lie. But let's look at who's doing the picking. Okay. You guys have needed a linebacker for how many years, and yet you still go O-line or D tackle. I mean, you guys got some of the
running back.
The best, the best guys, because they're going to be looking at that. You got rid of one tight end. The tight end is an Eagles pick right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. And once these guys come up the board,
plus
you got 3 other picks.
We need more athletic guards too, because some of our guards who are not as good as we would have hoped.
Right.
Here's the thing. I kind of have to move it along a little bit. I'm gonna go to pick 12 with Robert, and then after that, I'll have Donte say his takes on Eagles because Donte is also a lot. He knows a lot about the Eagles.
I'll shut up. I talk a lot.
You're good, Joe. I love your draft knowledge, man. You give us the OG side of things, we're all young. Well, we're all young compared.
Yeah, he's more insightful.
You don't look an age over 20, man. You look fine, Joe. You have your.
I think for pick 12, I'm going to go with Kenyon Green. I'm going to go with Kenyon Green from Texas A&M.
Oh, nice pick.
Because here's the way that I see it. Because Brandon Brooks, who knows how long he's going to last in the league. Suapeta, don't know about him. I think if you have an athletic guard and who can play, who's flexible with his positions, I think Kenyon Green is going to be the guy to help with that strength of that O line.
Yeah,
which we don't really have that much guards, and Herbig is solid. Still got to need to learn a little bit more. But I think having Kenyon Green from Texas A&M, I think can be really helping that interior offensive line, in my honest opinion.
Donte, what do you feel about these 2 Eagle picks, man? What you feel
about got the best offensive line in one of the America. You pick an offensive lineman. So we got back to that pick 12 and 11, right?
Yeah, they ended up going with George and Kenyon.
So again, Slade got Galafis, which is I'm not mad at. So we switched to the linebacker. I'm gonna go with Christian Harris from Alabama.
Christian Harris, okay.
Yeah, because we do need a linebacker as well, and that's what that's besides TJ Edwards. That's the up part where we weak at as well. So
I would have doubted
it. On the edge rushers, and then we got. Like I said, I'm gonna go with linebacker Christian Harris from Alabama.
Okay. What about Devin Lloyd?
So Robert went a different one with O-line on Kenyon Green, and then for you, Donte, you of course went linebacker. I think they'll go linebackers in this Eagles pick just because I think they won't go with Karlaftis. I don't think so. I think they'll go with linebacker O-line.
But you got back-to-back picks too. Yeah. So you can go both ways.
They got another one? They got another one, right?
Yeah, they have one at 21.
We got
23.
Okay.
Oh shit. They could go linebacker 23 easily. As of right now, we are on, I believe,
we're the Broncos pick.
Anybody got any thoughts about the?
Yeah, Broncos go quarterback here.
Yeah,
they don't. They're freaking stupid.
No, this man taking a quarterback every pick. Shit.
That's how many teams need one play.
Because Teddy Bridgewater is not the long-term answer, though. That's the thing.
It's quarterback.
You really think those 2 Hunyaks over there in Denver are the answer at quarterback over there? Look, if Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers don't go there, they have to pick a quarterback. They're screwed, man.
Yeah.
Yes, what Sleeping Angel said. Oh, let's go take. I love it.
Thank you.
There's a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, I told you 10 teams have got to have a quarterback. Once one comes off the board, you're going to see trading happen. And if that one happens at 2 or 3, guys are going to be jumping everybody, panicking because I got to go get my guy. He's not going to be there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Even with getting a quarterback here, it's still key because even if the Broncos, let's just say in the offseason, get Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, they could still have a guy like Matt Corral, Sam Howell, Carson Strong behind whoever comes to the Broncos.
I don't know if Rodgers would come to the Broncos after dealing with that already at Green Bay with Jordan Love.
That's something they would do in like the 3rd or 4th round, like take a quarterback, but not in that 1st round. Joe's point, I agree with that. What Joe just said.
You just disagreed.
I know, isn't he?
I disagreed with Eric.
Every pick he did.
I know he disagrees with every take. He's a troublesome little prick, isn't he?
No, it's not my fault when you're taking a quarterback.
It's not my fault that I foresee the future, unlike you.
Hey,
Donte, what do you feel about the Broncos over here, man? I hate the Broncos. So me, I would give them somebody like a freaking goddamn Tyree Williams.
Give him a kicker.
Give him Tucho.
Give him a kicker. I'll give him a kicker. What you feel about it, Donte? What do you feel about the Denver Broncos, man?
I can feel they can go offensive line, but like I say, again, Teddy Bridgewater is hurt. He's going to be out for the season, if I'm expected. Drew Lock, they're not really sold on Drew Lock. They try to put trade packages around him, so I can see them going to quarterback, but I don't know if they will. I'm not going to say they will. They won't. The options is open, but also offensive line could help for the Denver Broncos as well. Yeah. Maybe does running back help because Gordon is on a decline. Gordon is on a decline as well, so we'll see, man. So I'll say I'm not mad at it. It can go multiple ways, but offensive line, I think will be an option, but quarterback can't rule out now because Teddy Bridgewater is out, and then you got Drew Lock that they're not really sold on. And so I can see quarterback going in the making as well. So
I could also see edge rusher though too, since they got rid of Von Miller.
Yes.
So where are we going here, boys? So you guys will go quarterback here or edge rusher? Which one y'all taking? I think
I'll go quarterback.
I'm going quarterback here.
I go quarterback.
Okay.
I may go edge rusher right here.
Bro, like go to his
the quarterback is not out of it. I think they
yeah, exactly.
Continue,
Donte? Giants fan. Come to terms. Yeah.
Continue, Donte. What were you saying?
I said quarterback is not out of it, but I'm gonna go. Yeah. I can go edge rusher since you did lose Von Miller. You need another edge rusher on side of Bradley Chubb. On the other side of Bradley Chubb.
Let's just say realistically they're sold on Teddy Bridgewater, whatever. So, the Broncos are tripping. They would go Ajabo here.
Yeah, I think they go Ajabo.
I think they would.
We'll go Ajabo for this one. I think we got the. Hey, can we agree? Look, I'm gonna say this for the New Orleans Saints. Wide receiver. Anybody else?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna say another.
I say quarterback.
I'm sorry, but Jameis Winston's not coming back next year.
They're going to give
Taysom Hill that ungodly freaking contract. If he starts, they're giving him $40 million a year.
And pretty much almost $100 million overall, not to play the quarterback position. So I mean,
exactly.
Joel, you know what I think it's going to happen? I think they're training for Russell.
They ain't got the. They do not have the cap room.
I will
There's no way.
I'm going wide receiver on this one right here.
Yeah, I would go wide receiver too.
I'll go receiver.
Man, the Saints have no cap room for Russell Wilson at all. They're going to be bumping their head.
Michael Thomas. I don't know how they're going to get Russell Wilson. They're going to do this every year, Joel.
And Eric, you know what I'm going with the Saints. You know what receiver I'm going with.
I would go with.
I'll go Olave.
I'll go Olave. What would you go, Donte?
What would I go?
Mm-hmm.
I would go with Drake London at this point. I would pick Drake London. Receiver. I would pick Drake London at this point. But you can go with any receiver though. Mechie, he's hurt. He's gonna drop. Garrett Wilson, I don't know if he's off the board if anybody pick. Or you can go.
You can go James.
I think they go Jahan Dotson. Honestly,
that's why I was just about to say because I had him with the Patriots last time. But we can go any receiver. I would go with Drake London at this point. I would go with Drake London right here. Another big body receiver, a possession receiver.
Who the hell's gonna throw him the ball?
Who's gonna throw in the ball? That's what you signed. You signed Taysom Hill too, bro.
Oh my God!
Hill as well.
And Taysom Hill's not that good.
I know. I can't.
He was good enough to beat Tampa Bay the other night. He was good enough to do that.
That defense helped him out a lot.
Damn, there's another team that might take a quarterback in like the next 4 picks. Shit. More quarterbacks might get off the board.
Yeah, I could see quarterback or receiver here. Me, in my opinion, I'll go receiver because the Saints always pull some money out of their asses. I don't know how they did that last year. They were negative in cap space and still
like negative 50.
Gave Marshawn Lattimore a bag, gave Taysom Hill a bag. I'm like, what the hell? But I could see them going quarterback here. And, of course, as the draft board is right now, Matt Corral's still on the board. They'll go Matt Corral. But in Dante's favor, Drake London would be a good pick here. I think that might be a reach for Drake London. I'm going to be honest. As an SC, it's just his injury kind of throws me off. But I'll go Drake London for the sake of Donte there. Cleveland Browns. Fucking Cleveland, bro. Hey, Cleveland, how you like that ass smack?
All right. I'm going to do it again. Is Baker Mayfield the man?
I'm done, buddy.
I think he is.
Do you really?
I don't think so.
If it wasn't for Chubb and Hunt,
It
wasn't Odell Beckham's fault. We found that shit out real quick.
Hey, it doesn't matter, Damian. The quarterback gets you down the field. It doesn't matter if the kicker won the game. The quarterback gets you down the field. And
right.
The field, stop negating the quarterback. I hate when people negate the quarterback all the time.
The
quarterback put the kickers in situations to win fucking ball games. Stop always negating the quarterback. Stop always doing that. We got to stop using that shit.
I mean, because there's a lot of rumors. I'm just telling you guys what I see on the internet.
I feel it.
And there's a lot of rumors coming out of Cleveland wondering if Baker Mayfield is the man. They're questioning it.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've been hearing, Baker Mayfield's dividing that locker room because
right.
like even coming out of the draft, like I never liked him. What was the last? What he played at Oklahoma?
Yeah, he was Oklahoma.
But does he have an injury this year?
Doesn't he? Yeah, his shoulder, his knee, his foot.
Yeah, he's not just that too. Like, he's so cocky and arrogant, and it's just like it's really dividing that locker room. And like Joe said, man, we did come to find out that Odell wasn't the problem.
Right.
I think they'll give Baker Mayfield one more year.
Yeah,
but they'll settle on him one more year, maybe.
At pick 15, Corral sitting there. You think they're not going to do what Green Bay did and grab Jordan Love?
They could do that.
I mean, what other positions should they fill out though?
Maybe wide receiver.
Their defense is solid.
But they could still take a receiver in like that second round. So
but you're right about that. At pick 15, you have Matt Corral there. Holy shit.
Yeah, because that's definitely going to get under Baker Mayfield's skin. You could get Corral and tune him up for the next 4 years. If Baker does shit the bed, you definitely got somebody behind him.
Yeah. Due to Matt Corral being there, I'm gonna go Matt Corral here. If the draft board doesn't go this way, which it probably won't, because the NFL is crazy, and Matt Corral's not there, and none of those quarterbacks are there, then they could go wide receiver at this pick.
That's because the Raiders take Cleveland Farrell and all that crap. And screw everything up.
We're about to get to the Raiders pick, and
even Ern doesn't like that.
Okay, now we got the Las Vegas Raiders. This is my pick.
There we go, Raider Ern and Eric.
I chimed in just for this.
Hey, Raider Ern, look, I'm gonna say this before. I'm gonna let you pick here, Raider Ern, because I picked last week. For last week, I picked Jordan Davis off of Georgia, defensive tackle. He was a great pick for the Raiders. But knowing the Raiders in the first round, West Side, you already know what it is, bro. They reach. That's all they fucking do in the first round. They goddamn reach. We could get a goddamn quarterback here, for fuck's sake.
So, no quarterback here. No quarterback.
What would you go, Raider Ern?
Man, I know it's going to be controversial, but I don't care. And this situation is with the way our needs are set up right now, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're going Jamison Williams, bro. I know it's gonna be controversial, but fucking Alabama receivers ain't let us down.
Oh my God!
Just a couple mistakes. Amari Cooper panned out for us, and we traded him. Henry Ruggs was gonna pan out for us. We're taking Jamison Williams.
Another Alabama player, though.
Hold on, listen to my explanation. That's the only thing that we're missing in our offense. Think about when we had Henry Ruggs. Our offense was the number one offense in the league. We lost Henry Ruggs, and we fucking took his shit. If we get Henry Ruggs back again, that's the same thing as getting Henry Ruggs back, and he's basically a Henry Ruggs clone. So if we can get that back again, we have our deep threat and our offense is back on track. And then in free agency on the second round, we take our offensive lineman.
Man, I'll tell you what. If I'm the Raiders here, Ern, I'm going to look at the linebacker from Georgia,
Nakobe Dean.
I would look at Nakobe Dean right here, man.
Nakobe Dean is nice too.
I would look. That would be a value right here for you guys. Linebacker to help your edge rushers stop that run. Shore up the inside of that defense.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Here too, but being a wide receiver is so rare, and Jameson Williams has it.
It is. He might fall to the second though.
But knowing the Raiders, they might reach. That's why Raider earns is logical, because it's like the Raiders are known for reaching. So if Jameson Williams,
it just fits a Raider move.
Round, it's a Raider move. Mike Mayock, don't fuck this up, bro. Oh my God.
It's a Raider move, but it kind of makes sense.
Jordan Davis.
Mike Mayock, I'm gonna tell you this much, man. If you go Jameson Williams here, I'm sorry, Aaron, I'll fucking blow up.
Many teams took wide receivers last year; they might fall.
Yeah. So many I went Jameson Williams there, but if I was the Raiders, I would have easily picked this guy right here. Where is he?
Jordan Davis.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm a big Jordan Davis fan, man. That our run defense is shit. You put Jordan Davis there with Yannick Ngakoue on one side and Max Crosby.
That's a good pick too.
I get a bad feeling from Jordan Davis. Like he's gonna be good in college, he's not gonna pan out in the NFL. I just get a bad feeling from the guy.
Because if you got a good coverage linebacker back there, that also helps out your secondary. But and a good run stuffer that he can do too, that helps out your run game because he shoots the gaps and he's really aggressive and he has a high IQ. He reads the plays really fast.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense, Joe.
Yeah, moving a little bit along because we gotta speed it up a little. The Steelers, I'm gonna go quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There you go. There's another team that needs quarterback.
I'm going quarterback. No matter what. The Steelers, Big Ben is a big. I don't want to say it. He's trash. He should retire after this year. And even if he doesn't retire, having a person like Sam Howell, Desmond Ritter,
Carson Strong still on the board
behind.
Oh, Strong seems like such a Steelers pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Carson Strong goes here for the Steelers.
Yeah, that is a Steelers pick.
Yeah, I would go with Carson Strong here.
Carson Strong.
The Baltimore Ravens. We're gonna move it along. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta speed it up.
We do.
The Baltimore Ravens.
What's their biggest needs?
Interior D-line edge rusher. I mean, when you have freaking let me show you who's available right now as the draft board. Leo's right there, bro. The Marvin Leo, but I think his draft stock might go down because Texas A&M is not playing in a bowl game no more. That is gonna hurt Texas A&M players.
Devin Lloyd is such a Ravens pick right now, sitting there.
A linebacker for
Devin Lloyd is a Ravens pick, just waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Patrick Queen.
That would be
a deadly linebacker duo.
Right.
Let me see. We'll go Devin Lloyd here. Hey, Donte, I'm gonna let you take the lead on oh shit, why didn't I? On the Vikings. What you feel, Donte, about the Vikings?
What's their needs? Give me their needs.
Safety, interior D-line, cornerback, wide receiver, and linebacker. Why the fuck they need a wide receiver?
All right, so give me the cornerback. Give me the quarterback. Yeah, give me the cornerback. We gonna go corner. We gonna get them a corner. Yeah, so give me Is Sauce Gardner still on the board?
Yes.
Sauce Gardner.
Give me Sauce Gardner. Yes, give me Sauce Gardner, man.
I love Gardner.
Cincinnati cornerback. A guy that can cover and make.
Bills is a lineman. They've got to have a lineman.
They need an offensive line.
Let's see what
it's my boy Charles Cross. Get Cross.
Cross is still on the board.
Cross.
Yeah.
I would go Cross. So
Miami Dolphins seems like a Bills pick.
What you feel about the Miami Dolphins, y'all? Everybody, what y'all feel about Miami? Wide receiver. I would go wide receiver.
I would too. Get Waddle some help.
Chris Olave.
Get Waddle.
Yeah, I think Olave.
If Tua's not the guy, okay, they might. If they change head coaches, Tua might not be the guy. They could go quarterback here also. But Tua seems to be improving. But it's all going to depend on the next guy coming in if they cycle through a coaching change this year.
Yeah.
I go wide receiver here, but
I'll go Chris Olave. Yeah. The Chargers, of course, edge rusher, tight end, interior D-line. I don't think they'll go tight end.
Interior D-line, I would think.
Yeah, I think
this would be
Davis and Leo.
Yes.
Depending on who draft stock raises, I think due to knowing that Texas. Knowing that Texas A&M is not going to play in a bowl game and Davis has the championship coming up, the playoffs, Jordan Davis draft stock will rise, and I'm gonna go with Jordan Davis here.
I agree with that
for the Chargers, which is bullshit because now we got to play goddamn Joey Bosa and Jordan Davis against the Raiders.
So we're definitely need a linebacker. I know that.
Hey, Slay, go ahead, man. Take it. Robert and Slay, you guys between you two, go ahead.
I'll take this pick.
I mean, personally, I think we need some corners, some safeties. If Jackson Hill is there, I'm taking Jackson Hill, the safety from Michigan.
Oh, please do.
Robert?
Please take
What's your feel about Robert?
Please take
what's the best linebacker that's out there? Because we need linebackers. I'll take Nakobe Dean from Georgia.
Damn it. I like that pick as well. I want to play Nakobe Dean.
Dante, between those two picks, as somebody that knows the Eagles, he went with Robert went with Nakobe Dean, and Slay went with, who did you go with, Slay?
I went with Hill. I can see
and Jackson Hill. So they went safety and linebacker. In between them, out of those two, which one would you pick, Dante? The linebacker, safety.
We got. I think we're gonna get a linebacker. Like I said again, nothing. I can't go against nothing in this draft. Anything can happen. Yeah, but I'm assuming. I want to assume they're gonna get a linebacker because you're picking back to back picks. 11 and 12. So I'm assuming they're gonna get a linebacker right here. 11th and 12th. They're gonna get some similar. So I think that will be out of the question. But again, I don't know. But I think safety, big play Slay. I think I agree with that. And then I think cornerback as well, because Steven Nelson is gonna be gone. I think after this year. So you look for secondary the very next pick. But hey, it can happen either way though.
I think due to the Eagles linebackers coming out of Bishop Sycamore, I think they'll go linebacker here.
I see us also going with Leo Chanel at like the start of the second round. He's a linebacker from Wisconsin.
Right back.
He's rising up.
Go ahead.
He's rising up the draft boards. So I could see us taking Leo Chanel in that second round, and then we take with that first round Hill or Jordan Battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nakobe Dean here just due to the fact that you guys picked the edge rusher interior O line. Just because I know you guys know your linebacking core is one of the worst in the goddamn NFL. So I'm gonna go with Nakobe Dean, especially being at pick 23. The Lions, once again, before this picked Aiden Hutchinson, so they have an edge rusher there. They need wide receiver, cornerback help there, or would they go quarterback here? Dante, what you feel? I see you looking at the screen like there. Would you go here?
This is kind of tough for the Lions. I think they need offensive line, man. Help. I think they're gonna give Jared Goff another year. I don't see them taking quarterback right here because most of the quarterbacks will be out the board unless you're gonna look for you're gonna look for Desmond Ridder. You got Brock Purdy that's coming out this year as well. Matt Corral them already off the board, but I don't think they're gonna go quarterback right here. I think they're gonna go offensive line in this situation.
So who are you going here? Offensive line or offensive tackle? You got Darian Kennard, Zion Johnson, Sean Red, Jamar Slayer.
All right, I'm gonna go with Darian Kennard on this as the offensive line.
This man just said Slayer.
I'm sorry, Slay. I'm sorry, Slay. Do you have a problem with, hey, Slay, you have a problem with me too? First, Joel. first you have a problem with Joel, and now you got a problem with me. What's up, Slay?
Oh, is he starting up again?
He's starting up against me now.
Joe, this man said Slayer.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I hope the Eagles go quarterback. You know what? I'm speaking that.
I hope it too.
Hey, at least my team doesn't reach your team as much as you guys do.
I hope the Giants smack you next week. You know what? For my pick, I'm going Giants.
There you go.
Oh, hey, I like that.
Don't we play this week, not next week? I'm just saying.
Slay's fault. This is Slay's fault, Eagle fan.
He is.
This is Slay's fault.
He's an argumentative little guy. I can't believe all the hate this freaking kid has. He's just got to argue with you to argue with you. You can say it's raining out. Look out the window. It's raining. I don't think so. I think the sun's shining.
This is the Bengals pick right here. I'm gonna go offensive tackle. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna help Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I think he's another tackle.
Straight out of Ohio State. Nicholas, you want to say the name, Slay? Before you have a problem with me saying names, you want to say the name? Go ahead.
I go Trevor Penning.
Nicholas Petit. I don't know how to say that. Just say it. I don't know how to say that.
Between him and Northern Iowa, Penning.
I think that Penning is rising up draft boards. That Penning is going to be higher than what he is right now. Okay, yeah, he's
Titans. Oh shit.
Wide receiver?
Garrett Wilson's on the board.
I would go with Garrett Wilson
go
here
with Garrett
because
Wilson
the other two can't stay healthy. They've got to get somebody, a weapon out on that field.
I agree.
The Arizona Cardinals, Donte, what you feel about the Arizona Cardinals, man?
So what are their needs right now? What are the Arizona Cardinals need?
The quarterback, edge, running back, tight end, cornerback.
What edges are
You
on
know
the
what?
board?
Hey, I'm gonna speak this into existence. I know people last mock draft were.
Oh God!
Don't do
I
it.
will go with
Don't do
Hassan
it.
Haskins. Hassan Haskins.
Oh, hell no.
No, he's gonna be a giant. You can't do
Book
that
it.
crap.
Book it.
No, he's gonna
Cardinals.
be a giant.
Kyler Murray, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, Hassan fucking Haskins, bro.
They do need an interior defensive lineman though.
But I'm not gonna go this time either.
We'll
I'm
take
gonna wait a little bit more.
defensive lineman. Like Joe, we'll go to interior defensive lineman.
Interior defensive lineman. You got Leo still there.
Pick him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Marvin Leal, if he's
Yeah,
there,
Robin.
I would. That would be a really quality pick right there.
Now we got they're blowing up right now. Their injuries
They
are
need an
killing them.
offensive. They need an offensive lineman. I'm telling
They
you,
need-
man. They're gonna lose some offensive linemen.
I think interior offensive, yeah.
Yeah.
I think actually they could go offensive tackle. I don't know. What you guys feel? I don't know.
I
I
actually
could-
see them taking a tackle.
I
I see
secondary maybe.
What you feel, Robert? I see you eyeing the
I'm kind of thinking I know they need. I know they go. I think right now. I think they need offensive linemen.
Yep.
The one kind of stands out is probably Salyer from Georgia. 'Cause obviously, with the playoff game coming up,
Yeah.
I know his draft stock's kind of rising. So I'm going to go with Jeremy Salyer for being a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Kind of really needs to get that O line strengthened up.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fournette has somebody to run behind.
New England Patriots. Shit. I still think. I'm not gonna say it because then I'm gonna get attacked. I'm not.
They do need a cornerback though.
They
I mean,
pair somebody up with J.C. Jackson. Maybe you lost to Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, you also need wide receiver help. Myers, Hunter Henry. Their tight end is solidified, so that tight
Good
end
luck
is
figuring out what Belichick would do
Yeah,
here.
that's the thing
He-
with Belichick. They got their quarterback.
who's
I'll tell you that much.
who's best on the board? Let's take a look at that.
Sam
They're not
Howell.
going. I'm kidding.
They won't go
They're
quarterback.
not going to go
No.
quarterback.
You got wide receiver from Arkansas, Burks, and then you
He's
got
tall.
cornerback
That's-
from Auburn.
you still got
I'll go
Jahan
Burks.
Dotson still on the board.
I'll go Burks actually. I'll actually go Burks.
I mean, Trayvon Walker, maybe.
John
They go
Dotson.
edge.
That's
Pasadena
such a-
Jam
Could
High.
they
Actually,
could
that's
they
such
go
a
edge?
Patriot
Because
pick.
what's his name? Is it what's his name on his last year, or did they just re-sign him?
Matthew Judon.
Yeah, I mean Dotson or not Dotson. I mean Walker and Judon.
You could see that too.
Yeah, I mean that's a Belichick move because
I
when
gotta think of
Belichick
it,
drafted two tight ends, everyone said he was freaking nuts. You don't
Yeah.
draft two tight ends, and then he freaking goes on and dominates and wins a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Edge.
Yeah,
edge
go
off
with
of
go
Georgia.
with the edge.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
would.
This one, due to a lot of you guys being Cowboy haters, we're all Cowboy haters on this.
Yeah,
panel,
give him a
pretty much.
punter.
yeah,
That-
go with
I'm
Burks.
gonna go. I'm gonna go with
Just keep
Donte
one.
because I think Donte would be the least of aggressiveness against them because I would give him a kicker.
Who's
Are
that?
you
Yeah,
crazy?
Are we down?
He
Yeah.
lives in Houston. Why would you think he doesn't hate the Cowboys as much as we do?
Yeah,
Right.
Dante, do you hate? I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate the Cowboys with the passion.
who's that woman field goal kicker there? That's in.
Let's see. They got too many goddamn weapons, so I'm not gonna give them fucking weapons.
Corner or safety?
I'm
I
not
see
gonna.
that
No,
one.
they got Diggs. They got
need a
Anthony
punter.
Brown. I'm gonna give my offensive line. I'm gonna give my offensive
Damn it,
line.
bro.
But there also
Dallas.
needs a quarterback. So I mean,
Forget
they're
Dallas. Forget
it
Dallas.
looks like
They
they're not
need a
sold
kicker.
on that.
What do you feel here, Dante?
Matter of fact, go
on the
defensive
offensive
line. Go defensive line. I'm not giving them
Defensive
no
line?
great defense. Yeah, go defensive line. So we gonna go with Devontae Wyatt. Look
From
like
Georgia.
from Georgia.
Damn, Michael Parsons, DeMarcus.
Why?
Woo, I feel bad for you NFC East people next year, man. If that's the case,
Kansas City, I'm going offensive line also right
Yeah,
here.
I would go offensive line too.
No, I mean I would go defense for.
No, actually, I'll go
strength.
quarterback. I'll give him TJ Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you're pushing.
JT
Yeah.
Daniels. JT Daniels is the next.
No,
I
go
mean-
with the West Kentucky quarterback.
I mean,
Y'all are killing me.
But I agree. I'll go offensive line or offensive tackle.
Oh, that guy's the Eddie guy's still there.
I think I'll go offensive tackle because of
That guy is so
the guy
good.
from Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State tackle is so good.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
The Packers. Hey, look. I'm gonna be a little biased here. Dante's probably gonna possibly agree with me here. You know what? I'm really high on this guy. I really am.
If Aaron Rodgers wants to stay, you better get him a wide receiver. You better pick him a wide receiver in this draft.
Yeah.
If you want to keep Aaron Rodgers, you better get because what's his name might not be back next year.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Who do you think? I think Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, Jahan Dotson's still on the board.
I think Dotson goes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think Burks will move to the second round. Pickens will go to the second round.
I think most of them are going to be in the early second round.
Exactly.
Michi could drop to the third
or fourth for Mitchie at most.
So I'm gonna go Jahan Dotson here. So overall, that was the first round there. Let's go through the picks real quick just to announce them. You got Thibodeau at 1, Hutchinson at 2, Kyle Hamilton 3, Derek Singletary 4. I keep saying Singletary. Stingley, my bad, Slay. Okay. Derek Jazz go offensive tackle with Slay. You want to say the name? You want to say
Equanu.
Tyler
Linderbaum. I love that Linderbaum pick. I think that's a match made in heaven for the Giants there. Kenny Pickett to the Carolina Panthers, of course. Booth to the Jets. Willis to the Falcons. Evan Neal to the Washington. For the Eagles on back-to-back picks, you got KJ Green and George Karlaftis. David Ojabo goes to the Broncos. Drake London goes to the Saints. Matt Corral, Jameis Williams, Carson Strong, Devin Lloyd, Gardner Cross. I am losing my goddamn breath. Chris Olave, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Kennard, right? That's how you say his name?
Arian Kennard.
Okay, Kennard. Okay, thank you, Slay. I appreciate it. My translator. Trevor Penning, Garrett Wilson, DeMarvin Leo. Oh my God.
Marzi Slayer.
Just say Slayer.
Walker.
Trevin Walker, Devon Wyatt, Nicholas Perret-Free,
and Jahan Dotson. That is the first round today. That is a different. I'll tell you this much: a lot of the picks are different than the first time we did this mock draft. A lot of them, but that just shows you what it's gonna happen in the draft. You know, it's gonna be crazy. Maybe some of these players, you might see Hutchinson drop to the 8th pick the way things
you never know.
The closer we get to the draft, then we'll involve trades once we get more information coming from these teams. But that's later on. As of right now, anybody final thoughts of the draft? Anything you want to say about your teams? Anything you want to say about this week coming up with the upcoming games you guys got? I know
I'm gonna say is this: we're beating those damn Eagles. We're gonna clip them birds.
Yeah, I doubt we.
All I'm gonna say is this: playoffs for the Eagles.
No, hell no! I'm not watching other.
Do you have Mike Glennon starting for you guys? I mean, have you seen the production that Mike Glennon is giving to you? I don't think so.
Yeah, but the Giants are good at picking off Jalen Hurts.
One game.
Sorry.
Well, that is true. We got Giants and Eagles fans here. Donte, what is your prediction? We're gonna go one by one next to me. Donte, what is your prediction for this Giants Eagles game, man?
I'm gonna save it for last. I don't go back and forth and do talking. They just gotta come out and play Sunday. They all just gotta come out and play Sunday. So I'm not gonna underestimate the Giants. Say the Giants won't win, and because the Eagles come out, they play great against Washington. Then they come out and lay a flat ass egg against the Giants. So again, I'm not gonna underestimate them.
Robert, what you feel? What you feel over there?
I think we're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a close game by maybe 7. But I do think we're going to run over the Giants with the running game because because I mean the fact we have Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, who been very effective for us. I mean, we're definitely going to use the running game against the Giants.
What you feel, Slay? What you feel, Slay?
Don't
You know how I feel. We're gonna win this game. If Joe doesn't have that same feeling, then we're gonna have to win this game.
What is your bold take, Slay? You've always got bold takes when it comes to these type of games. What was your bold take here, man?
Oh God.
I
Right.
really can't say anything offensively. The Giants' defense is good. I'm not gonna lie, but defensively, though, I'll say Slay gets a pick six again in this game.
You heard it. If Giants, you heard it here. McKinney from the Giants get a pick six is because Slay over here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Nate,
least
what
I
you feel?
didn't think
Nate, what you feel? Nate,
You know
what
what's
feel?
gonna happen? We're gonna sign up. We're gonna sign a guy from the practice squad. He's gonna get a sack on your quarterback, and then guess what's gonna happen? You guys gonna say draft. You're gonna say tank season after that. We're gonna make you guys. We're gonna make you guys a very awkward franchise. We're gonna let those sleep. We're gonna say cry, Eagles cry. We may bring like a whole. That's our Super Bowl. This is our Super Bowl. We don't even care about the season. This is the Super Bowl. Sweep
Yo,
the
Eric.
Eagles, win our Super Bowl.
What you feel about it, Joe?
We
Joe,
should-
go ahead.
This isn't smack talk. This is serious. Okay. We look, not Eric. I'm trying to be serious here, and he's up here cracking up, thinking like I'm going to bust up something. No,
yeah.
This isn't division talk. This is football talk. I'll get to the smack talk at the end. We all see what happens when the team plays on Sunday, and then if they have to play on Thursday, they come out flat, or they play flat throughout the game. If they play on Thanksgiving, we see it time in, time out. That's going to hurt the Eagles right now. They did come off of a hard game. They were behind. They fought. They got back ahead. They won the game. But it was not an easy game to walk through. You know, they didn't just take the lead. You know, they had to make changes. They had to do some stuff. The tight end, he dropped a couple of passes, but then came alive. What the hell's his name?
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, Goddard. All right. So, I mean, he dropped that one easy pass for a first down, a couple others. You guys had some balls bounce your way, some good breaks. But what's going to happen on only 3 or 4 days rest? And then you got to prepare against a team that you did lose to. You did run against us. But I have a feeling that we let you run against us so that because Sirianni does like to throw the ball. Because I believe in that game, Hurts had 20 attempts. And when he did throw it, that's when the defense was opportunistic and was, reading his eyes and giving him certain throws. You notice that Giants defense would rotate into giving him a certain throw, but then they would have double coverage come over the top or underneath or to, confuse him, which is where the interceptions were coming from.
Yeah.
Now, the Giants, on the other hand, you're right. We do have Mike Glennon, but you got a taste of what this team's going to be in the future. Barkley and Booker are going to be it, and then I want to see Brightwell get a few carries.
Yeah,
because I'd love to go into
next huge love to Barkley. The problem is he's got to stay healthy because the last few years, that's what I feel like long term. I think that's what's going to. If he can stay healthy long term, I think you guys got a good solid running back there. But and I'll be honest too, I think that was kind of a stretch taking a running back that early in the draft. So
it was.
I'll admit that, but I think it did. But then in the end, it did work out, but sometimes it didn't because he had a hard time getting.
Gettleman got the job as GM because he said he'd run with Eli Manning through 2018, and he got Barkley to help Eli Manning, which Barkley did help Eli Manning his rookie year. He did help him, tried to get him to a playoff. Unfortunately, Nate's shoulder is a lot worse than what we thought going into the season. So, but if we've got Barkley, Booker, and Brightwell, we got the three-headed monster again. So Barkley's not getting all those carries. Go in and spell him. Barkley, I think through the injuries the last couple of times, has got a little bit different running style. I mean, he's getting the power. You're seeing him move and push the guys, but he's not getting through the line and making a lot of cuts. I don't know what the hell that spin move was against the Eagles last game, but you know what? He got the first down. I'm not going to bitch about it. But there's a lot going against both teams right now. We're just a bad football team, but AK says it best, man. It's a division football game. It's 0-0, and it doesn't matter who's on the team because Army-Navy is probably one of the biggest rivalries, and who won the football game? The team that was 3-8, not the team that was 8-3.
As far as Donte, do you know any news here, Robert, as Eagle fan or Eagle,
Yeah, that's right. Since Sirianni's on the reserve list.
He's out. Wow.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it could be Shane Steichen or something like that, who can really call the offense.
What you feel, Donte? You think too? That's who we're
Yeah,
playing.
I feel like that, but I definitely feel like that. He's an offensive coordinator. I expect nothing different. Come out, run the football. We the best. We pretty much do ever since we ran the ball against the Detroit Lions. We have the best running game in the game of football. But then again, you can run the football, but you got to be. Sometimes you're gonna have to. Jalen Hurts is gonna have to make some plays. He's gonna definitely have to make some plays against the New York Giants. He played great this weekend, yesterday, but you got to get back on the drawing board and you got to redeem. You got to have to think about redemption on your mind when you're going against the Giants, because the Giants pretty much exposed them and made them look bad. So that's the game. He got to get that taste out of his mouth. Jalen Hurts, every game is pressures on Jalen Hurts. Every game from here on out is pressure on him to prove that he's the quarterback of this team. He's inconsistent. And one game he can be great, like last game. This game against the Giants again, he can be bad. But this is a evaluation year for him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it again, like I've been saying all year. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is the guy, but we're gonna see. Would I want him to be the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles? Of course I do. But like I said again, the next 3 games are the biggest games that Jalen Hurts have in his career right now, because he has pressure on him to be the starting quarterback. And Gardner Minshew is breathing down his neck right now. So again, the Giants are going to be tough, rugged. They're not going to lay down for anybody. That defense still plays hard, even though that offense is not so good. But that defense still playing hard for Joe Judge. That's one thing I'm gonna give credit for, that defense. And divisional games is always the toughest game. I don't understand why people think we're going to roll over this. We're going to do that. Get out there. How about we need to get out there and play before we start judging? And knowing that the divisional games are hard than the other games that's not in your division. Division games are the hardest games you need to play.
I mean, we've seen it this year. It's not just us. It's not the Giants. We see, Dallas had a hard time keeping up with the Washington football team. Even like the non-division ones, like the Raiders on Thanksgiving, despite the fact, Dallas has a track record of choking on Thanksgiving.
Man, thank you, Travis. Woo. I got to scoot, guys. The wife got home. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you all later.
Let them know.
Classified 3F with Joel. Do a whole bunch of stuff. Gotten some things in the works, and
yes, sir.
I'm gonna go forward with it. But I appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate everyone in the chat, and here's hoping the draft comes up soon, man, because it's pathetic being a Giants fan. See you later, guys.
All right, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Any final thoughts before? What's up, Travis?
What's good, Travis?
Head on out.
I got nothing right now.
Slay left without saying anything once again. He always leaves without saying anything.
Yeah. Well, that's Slay.
Yeah,
that's
big
typical Eagles fan.
How about the Raiders pulling off that W? Hey, it was a big W, man. It was a little sloppy, but hey, we got that W. We're playing the 3-legged donkeys this week. They got Drew Lock, and that's all I gotta say about that.
That should be another easy W for the Raiders.
So let them know where they can find you, Nate. I know you're on here last week. Let me know. There's Slide. Shit. Go ahead, Nate. Where can they find you, man?
Nate Talks Sports, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So subscribe if you are new. Travis already knows. It makes a Nate make America Nate again. That's been the trauma on my channel. So
I'm sorry, my internet went out.
It's all good, Slay. Slay, let them know where they can find you, bro.
Yeah, Big Slay on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Just hit that 1K. Also, thank you to Donte, one of the people that. So thank you.
As far as Philly sports, Robert, let them know where they can find
you guys can follow me on Philly Sports Talk Pockets here on YouTube, Twitter. I'm mostly here. Hope you try to at least get by 250 by the end of the year. Hopefully you try to at least get 300 by the start of the new year. So hopefully you guys can kind of help out, because I got a couple videos coming out later tonight. So but
6 or 7.
And you got ruined. Hey, trust me, look, I share.
Don't start this shit, Slay. Don't start this shit, bro. Don't start.
Hey, look, me, Donte, and Eric were up almost like. Well, for me, I was up at 1 a.m. on the east coast.
Shit. It was shit. I was hurt.
Yeah,
I shots of hot sauce because of this fucking.
Yeah, he took it like literally. He took a shot of hot sauce because the Lakers were absolute shit.
Yeah,
don't even get me started on the New York Knicks, Nate. I see you.
Don't even start that shit right now, bro.
Hey, take 2-5 from us,
Eric. If it's this year, I'll never do a bet on the Lakers this year.
And they 2022.
Bro, I'll make the Knicks great again, please.
As far as Coach Donte, if you guys don't know who this guy is, man, you're dumb.
You're probably looking
Coach Donte, let them know where they could, of course, find you, man.
How y'all don't know who I am? Y'all
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
you don't even need the intro.
Oh, shout out
shit.
to my boy Travis with the
super sticker.
$150 holla, man. Shout out to Travis from
Dollar holla. I like that.
So again, shout out to everybody, man. Me and Eric, my boy, man, my guy, Slay, my guy Robert. Man, y'all will be seeing Coach Donte again on the Fadeaway podcast coming up. That is all NBA.
In like 30 minutes, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I always see Coach Donte on the Spotlight Sports.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you guys need somebody to rant about the Lakers, hey, just hit me up. You know.
All right, come on.
I'll be there on Tuesday.
Eric, I don't think you saw my Lakers rant after that.
They told me to do a rant. I didn't want to do it.
Did you make a video, Slay?
Oh my god!
Not this one. I'm talking about like I think the Suns beat us in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no,
hilarious.
Man.
Yesterday I did a rant in between the stream, dude. I threw my goddamn microphone. I threw everything, bro.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, I stayed up that late. I'll never do that.
Y'all like that, man.
But look at tomorrow is the last game for the Staples Center. Of course, it's sad to see it go, but of course, like
why?
Said, that's the house Kobe built, and it should stay with Kobe forever. So
the Knicks ain't do too goddamn good anyway. And yeah,
bro, I don't want to bring this. No, they don't deserve claps. Why are you clapping? They don't deserve shit. They just deserve to go to fucking garbage. Bing bong, whatever the fuck they do. Bing bong.
But yeah, of course, we got the
31 on Instagram, Coach Donte 31 on Twitter, Coach Donte on Spotlight Sports Network. And shout out to my boy Big Play Slay, man, from hitting that.
Slay, look at Slay. Congrats on 1K right there. Look at that.
Keep working.
Man. Oh, what up, Katie? Thank you, man.
What up, Katie? What up, my boy?
Yeah, and for me, most of you guys don't know me, but S.C Experience, also known as
the
Eric,
SoCal way.
And we're doing it the SoCal way. You already know what it is over here, man. All things USC, of course. Raiders, Dodgers, Lakers, of course. You see Shaquille O'Neal right here.
Slapped him.
Yeah, it's the holidays, of course. I want to bring this in chat. It's holidays, man. Merry Christmas, everybody. Once it gets to Friday, yes. I'm not going to see. I will be live for the Lakers Brooklyn, and that's on Christmas Day. So
same here with the Bucks and Celtics too.
Yes, sir.
And Donte got the Bucks and the goddamn Knicks.
You do UFC content too, Eric? I did not know.
No. That's all Hammer's house. It's all
Hammer's house.
Hammer's house. Hammer does most of it.
Ern said he's getting into, I think.
Yeah.
UFC. I watch UFC. I'm a big fan of what's his name, bro? Oh my god, he just fought. He just beat
Derek Lewis.
No, the Brazilian.
Oh, Oliveira.
I'm talking about Oliveira.
There we go. I'm a big fan of him. He's one of my favorites. But yeah, as far as this was the path to the draft. We're gonna do this every Monday. Just had to be postponed to Wednesday this week. I hope we get it next week on Monday. And as we get closer to the draft, we'll start doing position battles. We'll start doing all that. As we get more info, as the bowl games happen, Senior Bowl, all that. You'll probably see some of these faces later on as well. Happy to have you guys on, of course. Thank you for accepting the offer when we gave it to you. Shout out to my co-host, Coach Donte. Of course, he's going live right now, Fadeaway Podcast. After that, I forgot what is after that. What is after that? What is after Fadeaway? Oh, AEW. You're a big wrestling fan. AEW is going to go live with Ghoulie, Mitch, of course. But yeah, this was the path to the draft, and we are. Let me find this. Out.
Giants
out, yo.
Giants.